Hello, welcome to Microfiche Microphone. I'm Micah, and on this channel we look at microfiche from the past, old newspaper articles in the public domain. We look at them with our modern eyes, our modern perspective, and see what we can learn from them. On this microfiche time capsule, we are looking back at the Gentleman's Magazine from June 1800, and this article is entitled, Easy Cures for the Sting of a Bee. I really like that. My youngest daughter is actually allergic to bees, not like badly allergic, not anaphylaxis allergic. She has what's called a moderate reaction. It's when you get a bee sting and it swells up super big and you get blisters and stuff. And so I also will apologize for my voice. I am getting over a cold. I apologize. But particularly for that reason and the fact that my voice isn't 100% back yet, I chose this article because it's very short. And I figured it might actually be practical and interesting because, what kind of home cures do you know of for bee stings? And if you know of some, put them down in the comments below because I am interested. I will take any advice you've got because my poor child suffers when she has a bee sting. She really, really suffers. Anyways. So let's take a look and see what the Gentleman's Magazine had to say in 1800. Mr. Urban, June 4. To effectually cure the sting of a bee, and that in the space of half an hour at the most, but often a few minutes, appears to me of so much real utility that I am pleased to have it in my power to communicate the following easy method, which I have seen repeatedly tried and never without the desired consequence. Ooh, yay! Indigo dissolved in water in a spoon and apply the wash to the part stung, and it will presently give case. The sooner applied, the better. Alphonso. Indigo, huh? Do you know, where to find indigo? I'm sure some people know, but that's not something that I have at hand. So let's do some Googling. First of all, I want to know, where does indigo grow? So the genus encompasses many hundred species of indigo, most of which flourish in tropical areas like India, Africa, and Latin America. Some species are native to subtropical climates, however, and flourish in places like the coastal regions of the American Southeast. So where in the world did they get indigo in Britain? Britain's not tropical. It's not even remotely warm. It's not subtropical. It's just cold. It's temperate in general, but it can get very cold as well. So it is too close to the Arctic Circle, It's not in the Arctic Circle, but it's nearing it, inching its way up there. That's interesting. How can I get indigo? Indigo. It's a natural dye, which we're familiar with. Yeah. Natural indigo is obtained from a variety of plants, the most widely used one being Indigofera tinctoria. This shrub grows wild and is cultivated in tropical areas throughout the world. Indigo powder, the famous blue dye, is extracted from the leaves of the indigo plant. The extract may be purchased as lumps or chips, both of which require grinding before use or as a fine powder. Interesting. All right. This is from naturaldyes.ca, so it's a Canadian site about dyes. That sounds really interesting. So you can buy it in a lump, and I will see indigo as a treatment for bee stings. I have to admit this isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Alright, so apparently they don't want to tell me about indigo when you're talking about bee stings. I'm thinking that indigo is too difficult to get a hold of. Most people don't have it in their homes. So just a few suggestions from today, yeah? Let's look and see what people recommend today to home remedies. Baking soda and apple cider vinegar used separately are said to neutralize bee venom. This is from healthpartners.com, and this blog is called Bee Sting Treatment. local reactions, large local reactions, that's what my daughter has, toxic reactions, and then allergic anaphylactic reactions, yeah. So how to treat a bee sting. If your bee's sting is caused by a local reaction, there's no need to seek medical care. You can treat it at home. You'll first need to remove the stinger, if it's there, and then focus on treating the sting. If you're unsure what to do at any step of the way, you can always call a nurse line for helpful tips. Yeah. Remove the stinger. I think we all know how to do that. I'm not going to go into that. Home remedies. Okay, treating a bee sting with cold. One of the best things you can do to treat a bee sting at home is use a cold pack or an ice cube to massage the sting. Leave the cold on for 10 minutes at a time and repeat as needed. This will reduce swelling as well as the pain. Using honey to treat a bee sting. Another home remedy that you can try is honey. Strangely enough, honey seems to soothe angry bee stings. When you consider that honey is often the base ingredient to many home drawing salves, that could be more to this treatment method than we give it credit for. Why using mud is bad for bee stings. What about mud? Mud is a common home remedy. However, mud contains a lot of germs and may even contain tetanus spores. It's an unsafe home remedy that you should avoid. Okay, no mud. Got it? All right, baking soda, vinegar, and bee stings. Both baking soda and apple cider vinegar, used separately, are said to neutralize bee venom. Unfortunately, there's no science to back up either of these claims. Okay, ignore what I said earlier. What's more, both baking soda and apple cider vinegar are alkaline and can have harmful effects on your skin if used improperly. Okay, no baking soda, no vinegar, no mud. Yeah, but honey and coldness is actually effective. So first aid treatments, and this says antihistamines and like Advil, like ibuprofen or acetaminophen. When does it get better? The short answer is 3 to 7 days, and in that time you will likely experience pain and burning for 1 to 2 hours. That should be the worst of it before it subsides. Don't forget to use whatever home remedies or treatments work best for you. Redness and swelling for about 24 hours. Don't be surprised if the swelling actually increases. That's to be expected, as well as the redness as your body processes the venom. Can they get infected? Of course they can. Like wash and, disinfect as necessary. And then bee sting prevention. And then they talk about toxic and reactions and anaphylaxis and when to go to the doctor. If you have a toxic or an anaphylactic reaction, please go to the doctor immediately. Like call an ambulance immediately. Like don't wait. Go to the emergency room immediately. Like do not wait. Please don't wait. But that was really interesting talking about, like, I had heard apple cider vinegar as well, and I have also heard of honey. But it's interesting to note that honey may be effective, but that vinegar is not. So no vinegar, no mud. My mother used to use toothpaste, and I'm not sure why when I think about it. Maybe it's the alkaline, like part of it, because I do understand that there is a little bit of baking soda in toothpaste to help your breath get better, because it naturally will clean your mouth. Anyways, I don't know exactly, but yeah, that's my advice. I would not recommend toothpaste because it wasn't even on this list, and I don't know if it was effective. But I have to admit that indigo is probably impractical for 99% of people, possibly even more than that, because I don't know anybody who just has a store of indigo. But if you do, please try it and let me know if it works. I have no idea if it works or not, but I think it's not listed here because nobody has it. It's not something that people have at home. Anyways, but I did find that very interesting. What is your favorite home remedy for bee stings? And do you have one that's not listed here that you find effective? I will take any advice that I can. My poor child has such bad reactions, and she's in pain for so long. It's not bad enough to go to the emergency room, but it is definitely solidly on the worst side. So anyways, let me know if you have any suggestions, and If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.